Hi, I'm Melody Slattery. I'm a representative for Local 175 and 633. Before I worked for the local, prior to being a representative for 175 and 633, I actually worked at Fortino's in Hamilton, and then a superstore opened up, a real Canadian superstore opened up in Grimsby, and I became full-time, worked for the deli there for a long time, which I enjoyed, and then became very active in the local and got hired here. When the Real Canadian Superstore in Grimsby opened and I became full-time deli clerk, there was a lot of other stores and locations that kind of merged. There was a lot of employees that came from different locations. Therefore, they were unsure of their rights. They were unsure of the collective agreement that was in the superstore. So the collective agreement needed a lot of policing, I should say. A lot of people were very unsure of their rights at the time. So I became a union steward out of necessity, really to advocate and to help the new employees and to ensure that they knew their rights and they knew that it was okay to ask questions. And I definitely enjoyed advocating for those members to ensure that they knew the rules that were for them and also that they could advocate for themselves as well. The reason I became a health and safety rep in my location in the superstore at the time was a lot of people have a perception that, you know, why would you need health and safety in a grocery store? They don't see the back rooms with the forklifts. There is a lot of need for health and safety in a grocery store, and why I became very passionate about it at the time, for sure. One of the reasons I became very passionate for unions and to work for a union was my father was actually part of IATSE, which is a stagehands in Hamilton, and he was part of Local 129. I was what they would call a stage brat. I hung out behind stages probably my whole life when I was a child. I've seen many concerts behind the stage, and my father has always instilled in me the rights to advocate, and my mother was also a very strong advocate for unions as well. So I grew up with that, and I was always very proud to be part of a union. As a labor advocate, I try to give a voice to people who don't have voices. I try to ensure that they know there's no silly questions. I try to ensure that they realize that there's rules and there's employment standards that need to be followed. Whether you're unionized or not unionized, you always have a right to have a voice. You always have a right to ask questions. And I don't want anyone to feel that they can't ask those questions. And as a labor advocate, I feel that I'm proud to be able to help them to have that voice or to guide that voice. As a workers' advocate, I would love to see legislated sick days come into place. I would love to see a living wage that exists across the province. I would love to see workers being able to afford to pay rent and bills and still have time enough to go to a movie on a weekend. Those advancements are very important for our members, for any worker, so that they don't have to work so hard just to be able to put food on the table. The most important part of being part of UFCW Local 175 and 633 is we have power in numbers. We have solidarity, we have strength to fight the employers, and together we can do that.